Good morning, it's Scott Dunnage Garage. How you doing today? Well, we're just above Estes Park on Pole Hill Road, and we have a world of adventure, but we don't know where we're going. So stay tuned, let's find out together. The Rockies don't give you an easy road. Out here, every mile asks for patience, grit, and sometimes a wrench. Breakdowns happen. Setbacks come with the territory. But that's the point. Out here, you earn every inch. When the rig falters, you fix it. When the plan falls apart, you make a new one. And somewhere between busted bolts and mountain switchbacks, you find what you came for. Resilience, freedom, and the quiet beauty of the high country. This journey isn't about perfection. It's about pushing through the rough spots, chasing the horizon, and realizing that the obstacles are what make the adventure worth remembering. The trail winds down, but the journey doesn't end here. From dust and gravel, the adventure shifts to pavement, toward one of Colorado's giants. Ahead rises Pike Peak. The road begins in the forest, winding through tall pines and rushing streams. Each turn climbs higher, the air growing thinner, the horizon stretching wider. Above tree line, the world opens, rock, sky, and silence, broken only by the hum of the engine. At over 14,000 feet, the summit isn't just a destination, it's a reward. From rugged trails to the top of the Rockies, this is the climb that defines a journey. The summit fades in the rear view, but the road ahead still calls. Leaving Pikes Peak, the descent winds back down into the forest, trading thin alpine air for the heavy scent of pine. Soon the trail turns again, this time towards Schubarth's. Here the landscape changes. Freshly harvested slopes stretch across the ridges, the ground marked by the work of saw and steel. The air is thin with the sweet aroma of fresh cut wood, a reminder that these forests are both wild and working. It's a different kind of trail, quiet, raw, and alive with contrast. From high peaks and hidden paths, the journey continues deeper into Colorado's backcountry. All right, we're doing just a little bit of walking here. Directions in the book we're following aren't that clear. I think there is a spot up here to camp, but I'm not sure. And with the trailer, a turnaround would be kind of a pain in the butt. But as I'm getting closer, this is looking amazing. As long as nobody's here, and there is a spot, but the view is gorgeous. I thought last night's view was amazing. I think this is going to surpass it. All right, I didn't see anybody in there. I didn't go all the way down to it, but it looks like there's an area to turn around. And I think this is the camp spot for the night. That's majestic. That bucky. There's that buck again. Now here's the site. All I can say is wow. Just wow. All right, so tonight we have bacon wrapped chicken and broccoli salad. In order to save on dishes, I'm just gonna eat my salad while the chicken's cooking. Not bad, seasoned bacon chicken bites. I can safely say I'm in a less than ideal camp spot. The camper I could not get completely level. In fact, it probably won't be comfortable tonight. However, and this is a big however, this is my view. Okay, well, I can say this is a beautiful camp spot. It got sketchy. It's so off camber that I can't sleep, can't even get comfortable in the camper. So we're gonna have to try to get off the side of this hill on the side of a mountain and get to a flatter campground. Not only is it off camber, there's trees that if I cut this too sharp, I'm going to hurt the trailer. So there's another camp spot back here that I marked. It's pretty tight and technical to get to with getting between the rocks. It's safe to say the backup lights, the side lights, the ditch lights, they're all paying for themselves tonight. All right, I have two real concerns with this. The first one is somebody in the camp spot that I'm going to, and the second one are these rocks. When I drove through these earlier, I was just missing the front bumper of the Jeep and then just missing the trailer as I went through them. That's much tighter than I would have liked. The Jeep by itself wouldn't be bad. The trailer just adds a whole new level of difficulty. Good morning, and it's another beautiful one. Check this out. All right, we're making up a little bit of oatmeal this morning for breakfast, and I got to do some editing from last night, and then I don't know what we're going to do today. Let's find out together. These rock formations are pretty cool. So I decided to go on a hike and go to the overlook, see what that looks like. And I wanted to show you that pass we had to get through last night in the dark. So this is what it looks like. Young, not too bad, especially just with the Jeep, but when you're trying to pull a trailer through that and it's dark, it gets complicated. Now this is the campsite we were at last night that we tried to stay at, but couldn't because it just wasn't level enough. But there is a walk path from it further down. So let's check it out, see where it goes. The book I used to get up here showed an amazing rock face you were able to kind of shimmy out on. I don't know that I'd want to shimmy out on it. And I think it's been a while since somebody's been down here on the trail, so I'm really not sure where it's at. The trail abruptly came to an end, and I can't see where it continued. I really don't want to go much further than I'd want to be carried if I slip, fall, turn an ankle. So we'll head back. All right, I found something that's pretty cool. Let's check this out. Not squirrel. Let's see if there's a way to get in there on the other side. I think there is. pretty neat shelter. It's too bad they left their trash. So we got an early start to dinner for once. Let's check it out. Potatoes and mushrooms, and we're gonna add some beef and have a stir fry. Dinner fades. Tomorrow, the road begins again. The miles unwind as Schubarth Loop Trail fades behind me. The forest opens, sunlight flickers through the trees, and the scent of fresh-cut timber lingers in the air. Out here, every road carries its own story. Each turn a reminder that adventure is never finished, only paused. But the journey doesn't stop here. Ahead lies Wise Mountain. New trails, new challenges, and more high country waiting to be explored. From one trail to the next, the road keeps calling. The adventure continues. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. You have yourself a blessed day, and we'll see you in the next video.